Soft closing doors, of course, with the hydraulic engine, which assists the weight of the door because it is 200 kilograms and only one window 120 kilograms. So we actually managed to take a guard from the factory and to put it here on this facility. Everything here is hand built and manually put together. So right here we see the V12, and this is the only way to have a V12 inside an S-Class, so you have to purchase the guard. And as we know, it is a 6-liter producing 1000 Newton meters of torque, a very refined engine, and now for the first time in a 4MATIC. You can order the guard with many different options, for example the siren lights and also the microphone to talk with the people outside. In the factory I can't show you anything about it, no pictures, no videos, just my experience. So let's first talk about the VR10 protection of Mercedes-Benz guard. The factory 56, where the EQS, Maybach and the S-Class are being built, have a complete different focus. They focus on automation. Where the guard is produced and assembled, there are only 60 or around 60 employees who work per each person 400 minutes on one station. And compared to the 19 seconds of the Factory 56, this means it is very specialized work. You really have to know your product, and that is also the case for the guard specialists. They really do it handmade and look at each component. And at one of the phases I managed to have a look underneath the guard because it is 360 degrees protected. It actually has 10 different sensors to measure the temperature. So if there is a real fire or explosion, the fire extinguishers will activate. Also located in the trunk next to the perfume setting underneath. And moving over into the side, you can notice the V12 emblem and of course the front with a very discreet obsidian black exterior color. And this is also how you will see most guard cars in full black, but they also get ordered in grey and sometimes even in white. It has the siren lights in the front, and you can choose specifically for each country different styles. And on the side of the front you can notice these gaps which are actually closed with the cover, and this is to put your flag. So the guard or S-Class guard is actually meant for head of states or high wealthy individuals. I really love the Mercedes star on the hood, and we know this is a V12, as I mentioned in the start of the video, the first S-Class V12 with 4MATIC. 612 horsepower underneath the bonnet, with a staggering 1000 Newton meters of torque, but it does need the power because it is 4600 kilograms. Mercedes-Benz is one of the best in the world to actually make it a very discreet looking vehicle. Most people don't even know that this one is fully armored to VR10. The only thing that gives it away are the blacked out parts on the side of the window, and you can also see of course very thick glass in the inside. As I open the door you can see it is very easy just with one hand, and now my other hand is free to do whatever I want. And this is because of the hydraulic engine inside. Not electric because the windows are extremely heavy. So let's have a look at the interior. I will go inside and let's close it. And you can also hold it at each point. It even works if you're standing on a little angle like we are doing now. Normally it will definitely not open easily or just close. And as the exterior already gives away, in the interior it is really a comfortable S-Class, even though it is a full protected guard. You have all your options and comfort level assistance. For example, the infotainment system screens, also for your passenger. And no, it doesn't have the panoramic roof, of course, otherwise you would have a very heavy ceiling. So you can also press the VIP button so that the passenger in the front, the seat, moves all the way forward. and your seat will be lying all the way back. And in this way, you can really enjoy it in a comfortable manner. I love the brown interior with the wood accents also here at the door panel. And yes, it has a center console that extends all the way to the rear. And despite the fully protected Kokon, the passenger area, you do have enough space even for an additional fridge. And over here you can also see a device, which is a phone to call the government to come and protect you. Hypothetically. There's also a red button, emergency, and I don't want to know what that is for, but I might guess the fire extinguisher. So let's close it. Beautiful wooden panel. And yes, this S-Class is fully optioned. It even has the Burmester surround sound system armored. As you can see, it is integrated into the armoring system. And yes, the siren lights are active. I will in a minute show you where to activate or deactivate it. So let's start the V12 engine and listen. Amazing with the ambient lighting. Hey Mercedes, doesn't work because Guard tries to make it as analog as possible. So no data sharing because this is very discreet. Let's go to the settings to the vehicle lighting, interior ambient lighting. So if you have a close look over here, you can see the mehrfarbig, which means multicolor. So I will press that one. And then go for the pink combination. You also have it in bluish. But I will choose the one color design and put the brightness to max. So back to navigation. I will put it into drive. And there you can see that the windshield wipers work very good also with this protective window. And if I open my window, you will see it has at least 4 layers. It might be 5. And the outer one is polyester carbonate. And that is to protect against shrapnel. So it catches all the splinters that might appear after an explosion. So I put it into drive. And let's see how it drives. There are actually different types of maneuvers that we can do today. And this is also a training that Mercedes-Benz Guard offers to high wealthy individuals or head of states. Besides that, I want to emphasize that Mercedes-Benz created the Guard simultaneously with the production of the S-Class. So 7 years ago or even longer time ago, when they started producing this generation S-Class, they were already thinking about the Guard and developing alongside. So this is from scratch a Guard. Even the chassis, the complete body, is of different material mixture. A lot of steel. So even the brakes, the axle and the suspension are different. It has more steel in the axle to of course keep up with the weight. So totally different than aftermarket armoring. This is official Mercedes-Benz Guard. So let me take a turn. I will put it in reverse and there you can see the parking camera, which works fully. You can also press the P button for park. And this is the first time for me operating a Guard in this way. And drive again, and let's go. Here at the center console, you have different types of buttons. For example, the button to speak with the people outside or to listen. And yes, you could hear it correctly, that is actually rain. And there's also a siren sound. and of course the fire extinguisher, but we will not try it. And this is the light siren, which you can activate and deactivate. But without further ado, let's do the maneuvers that normal head of states or high wealthy individuals get from the Mercedes-Benz Guard. This is a special training, not specifically about how to handle in certain situations, but more on how to use the S-Class with the buttons. So if you have a VIP passenger, you know exactly how to control the temperature, for example, or how to activate the perfume settings. So for the first driving experience, we will do some slalom, just to have a feeling of the weight difference, because it is 2 times as heavy as a Maybach S-Class. So let's go. Accelerate to 50 kilometers an hour. You can also hear the tires. The next exercise that you have to experience if you are a guard chauffeur is that if there's an incident in front of you and you have to go around it. So let's accelerate to 100 kilometers an hour. Let's go. There is something in front of us. There you can see that this 4,800 kilograms S-Class Guard handles perfectly. You feel the weight though. And the next step will be in sport mode. So I will press the dynamic select button, put it into sport, and in this way the responsiveness of the gas pedal is very aggressive, and it is a little bit sharper in the corners. And this is different than on the racetrack. You don't want to be the fastest, but the safest way. So outside to the inside corners. You can feel the understeer and you can hear it. And driving in a convoy, the technique is to be as close as possible with each other. One of the exercises is to drive with a deflated tire. So here you can see a guard specialist deflating the left front tire. And I'm very curious how it will drive, and we will test the handling maneuvers of the guard. So right now we are driving with a puncture on the left front. Here you can already see the bar, 160 kPa. It is raining a lot, so great conditions to do this. There we came to a full stop. Amazing. And remember guys, we are now driving again, as I mentioned, with a puncture. You really don't notice it. And this is not just like the run flat tires with very firm tire material. It also has an inner layer which consists of rubber. So you can drive 80 kilometers an hour even if the tire is completely empty. Thanks for watching Mercedes-Benz Gang. I hope to see you guys next time. Bye bye.